Hey, it's Bitty Penny. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. Um, I don't know what to do today. I just don't even know. I grabbed some Sweet Pea Curiosities printables that are already printed. I have so many kits here. It's just a menagerie of digital papers that I had printed a long time ago. Let's just say this. I might have pulled a muscle just getting these out of the bottom of my printable stash, but I've got lots of options here. Really cool, wonderful, beautiful options that I love so much. And we're gonna make something. I'm really feeling like stamping too. Ooh, those would be good journaling cards. I printed them forward to a page. Now, this is a whole big mixture, you guys, of things. I've got the art kit. She has like a really cool art themed journal kit. I don't know where this is from. This is actually not Sweet Pea Curiosities. This is like something Cameo or something. I don't know. There's just a bunch of random stuff here, but I think some of my girls are in here. So let me look and see who I was also thinking about working with today. Yes, these girls. Love these girls. Aren't they fabulous? I love these girls. I have two of my favorite cards that I think I made all of last year were with this digital. Let's save, well, I don't know. Maybe we'll make them into little journals real quick. I think this might be a journaling video. All my people here for journaling are going to get happy because I have not been journaling in a long time, or journal making. And now I'm on a mission to make a bunch of little journals, little ones, just those little file folder ones. In fact, yesterday I came in my craft room and made two all by myself. I'm going to use file folders. Anyways, I came in my craft room yesterday and made these two with the clusters we made the other day. Recognize those girls when we did the Christmas clusters? Well, I made two more of these little journals. Then these are ones we made on Saturday. So now I've already got four. Why stop there? Let's keep this train moving. So got more and more file folders, and I really couldn't decide which kit I wanted to play with, so this is kind of perfect. I'll use both. All right, I know this is not expected for me to be here on a Wednesday, but I'm here, so let's play and have some fun. I'm here because I will not be live tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have a sheetload rewind for you all. Hopefully. Hi, Michelle. How you doing? Good evening to you and Mr. Scott. All right. We are going to take these and we're going to cut them down to just above, or just a little more than 5.5. All right. Just a little more. Not too much. I've been in my craft room, you guys, for like 20 minutes, not knowing what I was going to make. What was I going to play with? What am I going to do? I don't know. So I'm happy to know now. Hello to Miss Angie and Jason, just in case he's in earshot. And so he knows he's thought of every time you show up. We probably only have time for 2, but why not cut a few more? You know how I do. That's no secret around here. So I'm just taking this file folder and cutting it to 5.5, or a little above 5.5. You want the height of your journal to be about the same, maybe just a slightly larger than the height of your pages. Aside from that, we don't have to worry. The rest of this, there's no more measuring. All right, well, except for our paper. We got to cut our paper. All righty then. I think I have more coffee dyed paper at hand. Yesterday in my little Christmas journals that I made, I did 6 sheets of tea dye paper. Tea dye, coffee dye, I use both, so it's kind of interchangeable. 3, 4, 5, 6, and from 6 sheets you can get 2 journals. Woohoo! So we're just going to cut this at 5.5 on the 11-inch side. Boy, those ads are annoying, aren't they? In the chat box? I know. Hi, Miss Vicky. Hey, John Pounds. I'm out of red. He's out of red light. Oh, hope you have a lovely day at work. I worked 12 hours yesterday with no break. It was not lovely. I was huffing and puffing when I got off work. Not like in a mad way, just like in an exasperated way. I had to go outside. Outside always helps me. I just got to step outside. All right. And now we fold. You could score if you wanted to, but I don't really see the need. For my little file folders, they're not that high quality. So we took 6 sheets of tea dyed paper and cut them at 5.5, and that's it. These are going to be really quick, really simple. Okay, when you're folding this one that has this long tab on it, just make sure that you fold edge to edge here with this front cover. That's how I do those. Okay. So we already have 2 covers. We already have all of our paper. Now, in the journals we made the other day on Saturday, we put patterned paper in the mix, but you don't have to. Just little notebooks. Little handmade notebooks. How you doing, Flo? Welcome, welcome. Good morning. And Miss Beth, hello and hugs to you. I was thinking about you yesterday and the day before. I just need to reach out. The thing is there have been no breaks. There's been no opportunity, no downtime. Stay hydrated. All right. We have got the making of 2 journals already, just like that. You can complicate this as much as you like. You can do whatever you want with yours and make them however you want them to be. You could put a bunch of gel print pages in here. That would be cool. You could make these little gel print journals. I used to do that when I first started gel printing. I would make these little journals with gel print pages. And I probably have some gel print pages, but I don't even know where they are. So let's not send me looking for things again today. That was not fun. I like going straight to things. Hi, Miss Jill Pounds. Aren't those beautiful papers? We're going to make little journals out of them. Hope you're doing well. Oh, I guess you don't have the grands today, huh? Not on Wednesdays, right? This is your preferred day, I think. Isn't it nice to see everyone, Flo? I agree. So nice to see everyone. Everybody's saying hi. Sala. Hello. Hello, hello. I woke up slowly today. I mean, really, I wanted to go back to sleep, and I tried, and it just wasn't possible. So I just kind of laid in bed for like 15 minutes. I'm not that person. I'm the kind of person where I wake up and I literally jump out of bed. That's how I wake up. I've been awake for a little bit and being very naughty. Echo Park is having a sale. And like all their 6x6 pads for card making. Oh, Flo, have fun. Enjoy every moment of that. Don't you wish you could just bottle up that dopamine? I do. That would be cool. Oh, we're going to use black thread today because we're just living on the edge here. Cue the Aerosmith song. All right. I don't want to buy your chair. Stop interrupting my chat. All right. Right, y'all? Anybody else getting the chair ad? No, thank you. It's probably like $5,000 chair. I'm good. Okay. Let's see. But thanks for the AdSense. I don't have the grandbabies. Did I put my needle away already? I think I did. Where are you guys? Silly me. I was like, I'm done with it. You haven't sewn anything. At least I hope I put it away because I don't see it on my table. On Wednesdays normally, but they're coming at 11. That's hilarious. See, I memorize grandbaby schedules. It's just something I do, you know. Just throw it onto my list of qualifications. Aren't we missing some Lindas? Where are our Lindas? Well, the Lindas. Miss Linda Ville's been sleeping in, and yes, we've been missing her. And Miss Linda Gorman will probably pop in. She'll be like, wait, what? What is she doing? What is that wild child doing? Let's... Ooh, hold on. I don't want to just like mess this up. Where is that going? Oh, okay, yeah. That. And then, oh, I see. I split my thread and I didn't know it. There we go. There we go. Bada bing. There we go. Nice black thread. I had to mend, well, I didn't have to, but I was folding laundry and realized, hey, Dr. Shrub's pants need some mending. Okay, granted, I was able to do it from the inside on the seams, but the only thread in my sewing machine right now is pink and yellow because I sew on paper. So I mended his pants with my pink and yellow thread in the sewing machine last night. It's like, look, every time you see pink when you put your pants on, you'll know they were stitched with love. Even though the stitches are crooked. Oh, the things my family puts up with. Oh, and then for an hour last night, young Z had gotten a new jacket this weekend at the mall. And you know how they stitch pockets closed in new clothes, especially men's clothes. They don't even bother putting pockets in women's clothes. Don't get me started on that. But in men's clothes, not only do they give them pockets, but they actually stitch them closed for some odd reason. I could probably Google it, but whatever. It took me an hour to open up 2 of his jacket pockets that had those stitches in them that keep your pockets closed. At the end of a long day, that was not my favorite thing to do. It was very tedious. I had to get my pokey tool. Thank goodness I'm a card maker and paper crafter because I use those tools around the house for non-paper crafting emergencies. But I took care of my guys last night and their clothing like a 1950s housewife. The only thing 50s about it is it'll be like 50 more days before I do it again. That's the only 50s thing about it. All right. Poor guys. Put up my tools. Yay. We have 2 journals. Let's just pick out our covers real quick. And then we're going to need to pick out paper to go with them. So let's get our girlies. I really like this one. So these are Sweet Pea Curiosities. I can't remember. These might be called like Deco Girls. If you went to Sweet Pea Curiosities on Etsy and you looked up Deco Girls, you might be able to find these girls. I honestly can't remember what they're called. But they're there and lovely. These are really hard to narrow down because I just like them so much. Let's do, gotta have one with a moon. I like her. Let's do her in her red boots. Ooh, look at her style. So nice. Oh my gosh. Mad muscles. No, thank you. Not today, anyways. Whoever gets the first flow. Whoever gets their first flow. Flow, it's hard not to be unhinged these days. I'm afraid it's the new norm. Beth, that is no lie. Yeah. Okay. You've been getting those too. They are so annoying. I know you get them on channels that aren't even monetized, like Craft Roulette. And so just know that it's happening everywhere and it's not like something I outright chose. Like, yeah, please interrupt my live chat videos with ads. But I am monetized, so I should expect it. And I'm glad there's ads because otherwise, you know, there would be no monetization. But yeah, that was a change that they made. This one's a little more narrow, this one right here. So I'm going to put it on this front cover that is also a little more narrow. All right, let's pick some more paper to go with them. I really wish I had my scraps in here, but I still have not moved them back into my craft room. Let's see. Just looking for some scraps of paper and such. We'll use this paper pad. All right, I did have one scrap, and then I have these scraps, and then I grabbed this paper pad. Let's see. Oh, that'll be good because it has some cut aparts. We'll use those to fill up the pockets. Okay. So for the deco girl, we'll use this paper pad. I don't think we'll use it unless I find some different ones for the songbird girl. Well, this could go for songbird. Use this. Ooh, and this. Oh, and look, it's black on the other side. How perfect. It's like it was meant to be. Okay, we'll use those for songbird. And then, ooh, more cut aparts. Cool. Oh, that would be pretty for the deco girl. I'll use that one. Okay, we won't need all of this paper, but we need some of this paper. So what are y'all doing today? I have meetings. Our program is broken, and I'm about talking about unhinged, Beth. Reached out to IT. They're like, seems to be working on our end. And then they're like, maybe it's this other team. So then I reached out to the other team. No, we didn't change anything. Okay. Well, somebody needs to fix this. I don't care who it is. Just somebody fix this. Because we're deadline driven. We work based on deadlines, and all of our deadlines are wrong. So it's kind of like interesting. Don't know when the work is due. And I have my new girl. She is so amazing. I'm so excited about her. So that's going well. But yeah, I've been training too on top of dealing with a broken program that affects my whole team. So 4.5. Okay, so I cut that down to just the same height as my cover, and now I'm cutting down the backs, and I'm just going to do 4.5 because I think after making these yesterday, that was my measurement that I needed. Like a glove. What? Look at me and my memory. Okay, perfect. So these are going on the backs of these. Oh my gosh, it could not be more perfect. Woohoo! All right, and then let's use these. I just love the pretty papers. I love pretty papers too. That's gets me every time, Flo. I see pretty stamps and I don't always have to have them. Pretty papers, that's different. I was hanging out with a group of crafters on Monday night, and somebody was saying something like, I don't know, if I show my whole stash and all the papers that I have, somebody might think I'm crazy. Something to that effect. And I was like, well, then they don't understand. Chances are, if they're hanging out on your channel, they love paper too. Okay, now these I'm gonna do 5 1/4. Might be a little bigger than I need, but it might be just right. Actually, one of them I'm gonna do 5 1/2 because I know the cover's bigger. So 5 1/2. So this is 5 1/2 by 5 1/2 for people who like measurements, and this is gonna be 5 1/4. Well, I think we'll just make the most of our paper and use those two. I think I'll put these back. If I end up making a whole bunch of these, then I'll use them. But for today, we're moving on. And now what we're going to do is these. Yeah, that one didn't need to be that big. That's okay. This is going to wrap around. And this is going to cover our front cover. And then this will be back here. We're going to cut a little bit of this off. Don't you worry. Let's start gluing. Oh gosh, Biddy, I remember how awful programming issues can be. Ugh. Especially if your programmers don't take responsibility. Oh, I know. We had it. I keep taking them back to the fact flow. I keep saying, so you guys updated our program on the same day that it broke. Please revisit that update. Because a lot of times we're like the canary in the coal mine. And when they do updates, we'll be the first team to make some noise. We'll be the first ones. The first noisy ones going, hey, something's not right here. So yeah, I've been asking them to revisit that update. I may need to trim even more off, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to crease this like so. And, yep. So I did it like that because see right here, I'm making it end where that awkwardness is right there. And I like all of this. So I'm going to leave all of that. And then it folds over the back, which just helps hide the stitching. Not that stitching needs to be hidden, but hey, this is how I'm doing it. Yeah. Well, and it's frustrating because every day I send them all the errors. It's like, I can't fix it though. I don't know what broke. All I know is what I'm seeing. So every day I send them the errors. Like, well, here's what's messed up today, you guys. Late last night though, my boss sent me some reports. So at least I just have to manually format things for a while until we do get it fixed. At least there's a way, you know. It's not ideal. It's not what we want, but there's a way. So that makes me happy. What I want to say is no one's leaving until we get this figured out. Not my place, not my bag. But that's what's in my heart. Okay, I think I'm going to add this strip back here. Ooh, I have this scrap from yesterday and she has these nice red lips. Ooh, and then this girl has the red boots. I have to add a little bit of this in there. No, I like the black better. Goes with her hair. We'll add the red to the girl with the red boots. And it's the perfect height. So that's great. Let's put this here. These little journals come together so quickly, you guys, which is really nice. It's nice to have something quick. Cheryl. She's lurking and getting those little kiddos off to school. What a great mommy. I had to text my kids yesterday, like, well, my daughter, like, you're on your own. You got to get yourself home today. She rides a bus, but like, I usually pick her up at the bus stop because this world is crazy. And I'm protective. But yesterday I was like, text her, I was like, nope, you just got to walk home today. All right. And now see, maybe we'll find some labels today to go along the side of here. And we still need to put our pockets in. What time is it? 7:15. Look at us go. Is this okay? Let's glue down the back first. I do like gluing down this back panel first. Jana, hello. How are you? Good morning. We're making little journals today. Quick ones, easy ones. Out of file folders. I've been on a kick. Making these lately. So see, this one is just right. We didn't need to trim anything off because this is wider than on this one. So these are both the same file folder. So they're going to come out different, right? And so this one, we just had to trim off a little more from the back piece. And then this one is fine. Let's put this red right here. That'll be nice to go with her red boots. Like that. Fun. That works for me. Let's trim this down. $7:15. I'm late for work. Oh no. Have a great day, Angie. Tell him I'm not late. I'm working an altered schedule today. Just get creative. I really like this back side of this paper with the flowers. I like the charcoal color. It's nice. Okay, just making sure, yes, it's glued down on the back. Gotta do the back first because this part folds over it. There we go. Nice. See how easy this is, you guys? You can do it if you want to. If it's your thing. Yeah, sure, let's do that. Why not? All right, let's find some cute, let's find some sayings to go with these girls. I picked out some printables that had words on them. Hey, Cheryl. From Beth. 2:17 p.m. for Sala. All right. Alrighty then. Ooh, yeah, I like it. Oh my gosh, this just printed so cool. It's almost like velvet. It looks like velvet almost. Probably not to you guys, but in person, it almost looks like velvet. It's so cool. And maybe it got a little dirty too, but it just kind of works. It's fine. All right, not dirty, just glue. All right, got a little sticky. Let's find some labels and things. I grabbed this one because it had this label with the glitter paper. Where are all my French girlies at? I don't know what this says. I saw a funny video the day of like someone who spoke Mandarin reading American tattoos. It was funny. One of them was like, "Don't tell my mom." That one was funny. I think that one cracked me up the most. They probably thought it said peace and it said, "Don't tell my mom." I mean, kind of mean, I know, but also funny. Maybe the tattoo artist thought it said peace. They might not have known it said, "Don't tell my mom." Another one said like pickle or something. Like, I mean, they're just random. See if we can add a little something there if we want. All right. Oh, this one says journal. Hold the phone. Let's grab this one. This might be better anyways. Let's see. This is that Pen and Gear glitter paper. We'll see. We'll see. I might just stamp it and ink blend it. Who knows? We need some inside pockets though. I've got this scrap left. We could definitely make inside pockets with that. So let's do that. Good morning, Miss Linda Gorman and Linda Veal. There's our Lindas. There they are. Beth was, I think it was Beth that was like, "Where's our Lindas?" I said, "Linda Ville's been sleeping in lately. She's just barely been missing it." And then I said, "But Linda Gorman will probably be here." Hi, Bethany. Hey, hey. Happy Wednesday. Good to see you all. We're making little journals again. I'm on a kick with these. They're just so fun. We all know I like fun. I like all the fun. All right. Cool. I'm just making sure I have them turn the same direction. Not that you have to, but hey, it's a detail. How are the Lindas doing? How's the Bethany doing and the Frankie? Now, Bethany, I know Frankie's name and Frankie, but you have two others, right? I don't know their names. John, are you at work yet? I found my shears. Oh yeah, both pair were together and I grabbed them both. Wagged my finger. And explained what I had to do, what I had to overcome. Biddy, Cheryl wants to know if you got her back. No, Cheryl, I've got to go to the post office. I gotta write it on my hand. I know, this is so professional. Post office. I've been rushing back after I dropped my son off to go to work because I have a new person here this week. And that's all I think about is like, oh my gosh, I gotta get back. I gotta start training. When normally I'd be like, I have time, let me go to the post office. And then you'd think, well, why don't you go in the evenings? Because I'm exhausted. And I gotta cook dinner sometimes. Not always. A lot of times my hubby does that, but yeah, I just don't make it. I'm gonna cut this straight. And I might have to cut it longer. But I'm gonna go today. It's not for a lack of caring. I don't like how short this is. It'll be fine. Just maybe it'll not be so short on the back edge. Huh, it's kind of short back there too. It's fine though. Don't be so picky. It's a journal. Gonna get kicked out of the post office box. I know. I need to go. They put it in one of those kiosks too, and they take it out after a day or two. And then I'll have to go in and ring the bell and wait. I love the kiosk because I just don't have to do any of that. It's just more efficient. $6:27. Look at us. Just making these journals super quick. And I got them the right side up. All right. Let's do this thing. Oh, you do, Linda? Is it a whole thing? It's a whole thing. I know it's a whole thing for me. I get it. It's worth it. It's fine. It's great, but it is a whole thing. I kind of like it there. It's kind of like funky and different, but I like it. We're going to do it. Where did that sari silk go that I bought on vacation this summer? I was thinking about putting it on these. Whoa, let's not glue that upside down. I had my head turned looking in my craft room to see if the sari silk would pop out at me. Okay, then let's hit this with a brush. Just because I think I'll like it even more. Yeah. Cool. I'll take it. Now, let's see about words. Where did all those printables go? Found them. My dog's looking at me like, hey girl, do you know what time it is? Let's use some of these to fill the pockets. Ooh, we'll use some of those. Ooh, let's use Dream for the one with the moon. Y'all know how I am about dreaming. Dream. All right. Your art, your rules. Boy, just can't repeat that enough this day and age. I feel that way. My art, my rules. 100%. Did you? I did, Linda. I submitted it while we were live. I think that's the way I have to go from now on. It may be boring to watch me do that, but I was thinking about it and I was like, well, but see, some people might be intimidated by the process of submitting their card and it's not difficult. So maybe if I just show them by submitting my card how easy it can be, maybe even more people will submit their cards. Up in the middle or down below. Just kind of cuts off her leg, but you can still see her cute little shoes. I think I'll do down below. Miss Ann's here. Hi, Ann. Welcome, welcome. Making little journals today. Made 2 in less than an hour. So there's that one. This one, do we want, let's put something on this one. Create, dream, create, inspire. That's cool, but no, not for her. Express yourself boldly. Let your creativity soar. These are by J. Lilo Designs. Lilu. Create with passion, craft your own happiness, don't give up. Let's do your art, your rules, because, well, I need it as a sign above my desk. And somebody else might want it on the front of their journal. Okay. Your art, your rules. Yes. Very nice. Auntie, has anyone else seen the new Brutus Monroe Wonderland release? No, I haven't. But from the sound of your voice that I'm picking up through the chat, it must be magical. Just a guess. Just a hunch. So I think I'm going to sell these. Probably at a craft fair for $10, but if I sell them at my shop, I'll sell them for less. because 2 an hour, I don't know about y'all, but in this economy, you need to at least be making $20 an hour, right? That doesn't even include supplies. So I don't really have a problem pricing it at $10 each. Let's talk about it. What do y'all think? I think it's fair. I can make that 2 in an hour because I've made so many of them. I love the way Beth prices her journals. Well, I don't know if she'll always price them this way, so don't hold me to it and don't hold her to it. But what is it, 25 a signature, Beth? 20 or 25 a signature? I think that's so smart. Because it's really hard to price these kinds of things like labor. The 10 is too little? Oh. But they're little. They're like, you know, A2. And they have 24 sheets. Well, they have 6 8.5 by 11s cut in half. But 6 times 4, because you get 4 journaling pages per 1 sheet of paper when you make a journal like this. So it has 24 sheets in it. Sometimes I make them with more. But I think 24 sheets for a small journal is about right. Look, what I was thinking with this is to make a really cute, like, little journaling card to tuck in. So we'll put one of these in each one. But yeah, I mean, there is time and supplies going into them. And then this is like a scrap from, I think this is Prima paper. Okay, and then I'm going to grab my sari silk and we're going to wrap a piece of sari silk around it and call them done. I'll put these in there. Oh, I love this. This is like Sorrento where we got engaged. My hubby and I. Collect adventures, not things. I always need that a reminder between September and December 31st. Because it tends to be a really shoppy time for things and you get stressed out like, what am I going to buy that person? Instead, take them to coffee. Take them to lunch. All right, have them over. Make them a little journal. All right, so we'll just tuck that little journaling card right in there, like that. And then we have these for the backs. I really don't get uber picky about these because the whole point is to keep them fast and free. All right, and then we'll put these in here. Put that up there. Put this back here. We came, we saw, we loved. Oh, is that what that means? Nice. And this back here is a pocket. So what I'm going to do is just glue this down. Most people won't know it's a pocket unless you stick something in there probably, but that's what that is. That back cover is a pocket. Okay. All right, sorry silk, and we're done. And I gotta run. We're doing good today. I have to say, we're doing very good today. Way to go, team. I think, yeah, this is the Sari silk I got on vacation, and I think that turquoise will be a nice little pop of color. Let me find the end of it. Dun, 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 dun. Vicki Reuter, I don't know if Vicki is still here, but I bought this in Oklahoma City at a Mercantile boutique. Oh my gosh, that place was amazing. They could have had all my money, but they had this there for a really reasonable price. I don't remember what that price was, but I was like, oh yeah, I'll take some. So if you're ever in the city, they've got it. Well, at least they did back in July. Okay, I think this is enough. Sometimes you can search for, oh, I got even more than I need. Search for the stuff that's as recycled silk. So sometimes people call it recycled silk, but it's usually listed as sari silk ribbon. You might check sari silk ribbon when you're looking for this stuff. Alrighty, and be aware that these are ripped saris that are sewn together, so they're wonky and you know, different. Like, they're not perfect, they're very imperfect. So just be aware. BP just sent you an Instagram message. Oh, cool, Bethany, thanks. I will check it out. Thanks for the heads up. I need to check on, I'm thinking about people, Delise. Stamper Girl. I know her hubby was here in Texas because I think her father-in-law was in the ICU. I hadn't checked in. I hope she's doing well. I hope the family is well. She just popped in my head, which means I really do need to check on her. When people pop in your head, I'm training myself to, it's time to check on them. That's how I feel anyways. It's my prerogative. Everything I say today is cueing a song in my head. The Dream, Dream, Dream song. My prerogative, that song. Is that Paula Abdul? Sing My Prerogative? And then we had Aerosmith pop in my head earlier, so yeah. It's a Song Association Day. All right, let's see. Is there anything else before I go? Do y'all have anything? Anything y'all want me to know? I'll be back here live with you on Saturday. I think we'll leave those out. Anything else? Just wanting to pop into these little journals? I don't think so. I think we're good. I think we're good with this. So, I mean, I could totally put like a tall tag here or back here in these pockets. But for the purpose of this live and me leaving somewhat on time, this is what we made today. 2 adorable little journals. 24 pages each. Here are your rules, and these have a front pocket here and 2 inside pockets and just plain tea-dyed paper. Just make it your own, girlfriend. I like to keep them simple for people when I make these because, you know, they may not want all the bells and whistles. but maybe they want a little handmade journal, notebook. Another pocket. Love the red with the red. That one says dream. And this was a printable that was a full sheet printable, but I printed 4 copies to a page because I thought, oh, that'd be a really cute journaling card. So that's what it is. It's just a little, I turned it into a little journaling card. And when you print your printables like that, you get 4 of them, which is nice. So that's it, you guys. Just real simple. I know we've made these before, so there's those from today. I'll try to make something different on Saturday. These are 2 I made without you. I need to come back in and do something to the edges of those. But I made these with those Christmas clusters we made here on Monday. Feels like a long time ago, but I know it was just Monday. And then these are the ones we made last Saturday. So they really do make up quickly, and they're so much fun. I definitely recommend it. Oh, Jill's saying bye to the hubs. Val! Is it yours? The yellow fairy. This one? No, this is Sweet Pea Curiosities. It's a kit called Songbird. She's on Etsy. So if you go on Etsy and you look up Sweet Pea Curiosities in the shop section, you'll find her. And then type in Songbird and you will find this printable. It is pure magic. And I think this one is Deco Girls, but I'm not sure. And then these are Holtz. And then this is Sweet Pea as well. And this is my own obsession. Okay, so let me show you a little bit more of Songbird real quick, okay? And a little more of the Deco Girls. You get lots of these. And some of my favorite cards I made with these last year. If you go on my Instagram and you scroll, you'll see 2 really cool cards that I made with this kit. But this one, yeah, it's called Songbird. And this is the Deco Girls one. I was just going through my digitals today that's already printed and like, hey, let me use those. Art Nouveau, Art Deco ladies. Thank you, Sala. That's this one. I thought it was Art Deco. I thought it was something Deco. Art Nouveau, Art Deco ladies. That's that one. All right, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this inspires you. Look how quickly you can make those and you could have them ready for, you know, we all need those gifts in the closet for when somebody pops by and, oh, it's their birthday. Oh, whoops. You know, so it's nice to have some of these just kind of made up, ready to go. I need a whole tub of things like that myself. All right. I hope you guys have an awesome Wednesday. Get over that hump, y'all. The weekend is getting near. I should have a video out for y'all tomorrow. That is the Sheet Load Rewind. So tune in for that. It'll be a quick one, you know, 5 or 10 minute video, and it'll be a whole hop, but not a huge hop. There's only usually a couple of people who participate. And yeah, I'll see you back here on Saturday. Bye, everyone.